Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm coming to you guys from Lake Michigan. We're up doing some camping this weekend, so I apologize if any of these are late or I have any connectivity issues up here, but we want to make it a priority to try to get these videos to you guys to continue on daily in the devotions for you and to keep ourselves accountable as well. We're going to pick up where we left off in 1 John. Let's look at the Friday's passage together. 1 John chapter 2, verses 18 through 22. 1 John 2:18 starts out, "Children, it is the last hour, and as you have heard that the Antichrist is coming, so now many Antichrists have come. Therefore, we know that this is the last hour. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would have continued with us. But they went out that it might become plain that they all are not of us. But you have been anointed by the Holy One, and you all have knowledge. I write to you not because you do not know the truth, but because you know it, and because no lie is of the truth. Who is the liar but he who denies that Jesus is the Christ? This is the Antichrist, he who denies the Father and the Son." All right, so in this passage, short and sweet, John takes a chance to address those who have left the faith. Up to this point in chapter 1, he's been dividing the world from believers and what those two different groups look like, how they should look, what they represent. But John takes a moment in this to address those who had once claimed to be part of the church, but had now left and denied their faith, walked away from what they used to identify with. And people had questions about that. John lays out the likelihood, and he uses this word Antichrist, to simply put that those who renounce Jesus, again, during this time, in the specific context, there was the argument that he was a good teacher, but he wasn't God, because people wanted to separate God from man and hold those two things entirely different, in something called Gnosticism. And John's writing to correct a lot of those erroneous thoughts. In this specific one, he's making it very clear that if you're not willing to accept the Jesus of the Bible, you are not part of the biblical faith. What is laid out as Jesus, the Son of God, his sovereignty, is the Christ that exists in the gospel. We can't pick and choose like a buffet line of how we want to build our own deity or our own Christ. John's talking to Gnosticism during his time, this separation of God from man, but it's not a new problem, and it's not one that we don't face today. There are a lot of different variations on Jesus or religion. I like the love part of God, but I don't like the judgment part of God. I like the forgiveness side, but I don't like the accountability side. I like the love part, but I don't like the judgment, the rules, the obedience part. Simply put, in this personal application, we do not get to pick and choose what part of Jesus, what part of God resonates with us as individuals and just focus in on that. The God of the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, is revealed wholesale. And those who renounce the faith of the Bible do not have a place within biblical Christianity. Those are John's words on kind of like an evaluation, not saying we're not here to judge the salvation of others, but those who have renounced the faith, John is laying out simply that it is likely they were never part of the faith in the first place. My encouragement for you guys is to be very discerning as you go through and you hear a lot of variations on what people think about Jesus. Right now, it's a very popular opinion to de-emphasize and downplay the, not judgment in like a punishment sort of way, but a judgment in the fact that God has standards sort of way. And I don't like that part of it, so I'm going to ignore that part of Jesus. I'm going to talk about love. I'm going to talk about forgiveness. I'm going to talk about embracing and acceptance. We don't get to pick and choose when it comes to Jesus. Love you guys. Hope you're enjoying the view as I am. Happy Labor Day weekend. And I'm going to try to share a bit of the sunset with you. I don't know how it's going to come through on the camera here, but I'll see you guys later.